Getting a cancer diagnosis is bad enough, but Medicaid expansion gives me the economic security in knowing that funding is always going to be there for my cancer care. So my question for you, Secretary Price, is pretty straightforward. Why do you want to take away my Medicaid expansion?
Brian, thanks for that question, and thank goodness that things are going well from your healthcare standpoint. As a physician, I practiced medicine over 20 years.
Do you think the Secretary answered your question?
Unfortunately, no, I don't believe he did answer my question, Wolf.
You earlier brought up Medicaid specifically and complained about how one of the biggest problems under Obamacare was that only a third of doctors were accepting Medicaid. This plan chooses to cut a provider that sees over a million Medicaid patients every year. So if that is your big problem with Obamacare, then how does that make any sense?
In your bill, there is a tax break for health care company executives who make over $500,000 a year. Why do health care CEOs need a tax break?
Yeah, I don't think it stipulates that it's healthcare executives. I think it's the level of income. If it's healthcare executives, then I'll take a peek. It doesn't make any sense.
It is. I mean, it's in there.
The proposed healthcare legislation requires that health insurance people that have pre-existing conditions are still covered. However, if the mandate is removed, how will insurance companies be able to afford to pay for people with pre-existing conditions just like me?
If we as a society and a healthcare financing and delivery system say, we're going to give you an array of options. In fact, we're going to actually tailor a system that will be able to provide you the kind of health coverage that you want, not that the government forces you to buy.
Very quickly, Karen, you wanted to respond.
I want to say that when I was diagnosed, I was 30 years old and, in the prime of my life, and I had a 9-month-old son. I never thought, I was very young, I never thought I was going to be diagnosed with this, especially at such a young age. And I know people that are in their 20s and are diagnosed with very severe diseases.